Morning, everybody. It is January 21st. It's actually my 1-year work anniversary, and I am starting out today for 14 a.m. It is 4 degrees outside, Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And I'm heading to the airport. So it'll take me about an hour and a half to get there. I have to stop for gas, and then I will be on my way to Fremont, California. So that'll be a nice weather change for me when I get there. Hopefully it doesn't upset my body too much. It's supposed to be about 60 degrees there in California when I get there, so hopefully all of my layered up and my jacket and everything, I'm going to use it. Which I probably will, because it's going to be 40 degrees in Portland, Oregon, which is where I'm headed next week. So in between Fremont and Portland, Oregon is the weekend. So I'm going to be driving from Fremont, California to Portland, Oregon next Saturday and Sunday. So that might be a different part of the video, I'm not sure. But if it is, stay tuned and see what I get up to over the weekend. I have my no luggage system set up here where it's just my laptop bag, and I got a little rolly caddy for it because it weighs about 20 pounds or so just with my laptop in it. So I've got that and my coat, and I'm wearing a few layers. So I've got an overshirt, my regular shirt, and an undershirt just in case I need any of those things since I'm not packing. My stuff's already there. So I rewatched my video of what I bought last time I was in Fremont, so I know what my outfits are, and I know what extra stuff I wanted to bring. So I'm basically wearing the extra stuff I wanted to bring. But happy 1-year work anniversary to me, and let's go on a little adventure. Alright, 6 a.m. and I am at the airport. I got a pretty good parking spot, so hopefully that's a sign that the rest of my day will be nice and convenient. Alright, made it into the airport with minimal body searches. Just a single pat down on my ankle for some reason. Weird. I gotta say, BWI has some really nice bathrooms. Check this out. This is a stall. It's got enough room to hang your coat, 3 options. It's got enough space for your luggage to wait for you. It even has a little shelf to put stuff on, whatever else you're carrying. And then there's still plenty of leg room before you hit the toilet. And it's clean. I don't feel gross about setting any of my stuff on the shelf. I just made it to the hotel room after getting my rental car, which is pretty cool. I was worried that for this trip I was gonna have some like front wheel drive car or something, but I was able to get an all wheel drive vehicle, which is good because I will be driving from here to basically Portland, Oregon this weekend, and I wanted to make sure I had a good car for any of the mountain passes that might be snowy or anything like that. So all-wheel drive Ford Escape. It is a very interesting color. I thought it was white when I was getting it out of the garage, but apparently it's gray, and it's like a pavement gray, very light colored gray. It's a weird color, but I like it. I like Fords, so I was happy that they had a SUV there for me to drive that I was familiar with. It's a nice brand new Ford, but it doesn't have that brake assist feature, which I absolutely hate because apparently I follow too closely to people, and if it's too smart of a car, it'll start braking when I need to like go. Driving the Ford Escape though definitely makes me realize how much I love my EcoBoost on the Ford Transit van, because that thing does like get up and go, and this Ford Escape doesn't so much. So I'll have to know just to like not drive so assertively, I'm going to say, on my way up to Oregon this weekend. But yeah, so I made it to the hotel. That all worked out great. My flight went really, really well. I sat next to some really nice people, which was fun to talk with them. And I got to watch 2.5 movies because it was a direct flight. So that was really good. I love Brad Pitt movies. And he has the new F1, the movie, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. My heart was racing, like in excitement almost, for a full 2 hours watching that movie. I looked down at my Fitbit one time to see what my heart rate was, and it was 120. So that's pretty high for somebody who's just sitting there watching a movie. But anyway, it was a good flight. So I am here now. I hope to have at least one mini work adventure while I'm here in Fremont. And then there's going to be something that I do over the weekend. So halfway driving between here and Oregon, Portland, Oregon, I'm going to do something. I hope that's fun and interesting. Because I'm going to be in an area that I've never been in before. I wanted to go to Crater Lake, but it's January, so it's very icy and snowy, and all of the roads are closed to get in there, so I'm not doing that. And then I was also thinking about going skiing at Mount Shasta, which is about an hour away from the halfway mark where I'm stopping between here and Portland, Oregon. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. I didn't bring any of my snow gear, so I don't have my jacket or boots or anything like that. I was going to rent the skis and stuff anyway, but I think buying a whole new ski suit and stuff would be a little bit much for a few hours of skiing, because I'd be driving most of the day and then maybe an hour or two of skiing in by the time I actually got there. So probably not going to do that, but I will do something. I'll find some little mini trip to do. I want to go hike Coyote Hills, which is right close to my work, because I haven't been there in the winter to do that yet. It doesn't look all that nice from down on road level. I think the nicest time to do that hike is definitely in the springtime, like May. It was just beautiful, maybe even late April, because then all the poppy flowers and stuff are there. The summer was nice. The fall was okay. I'm interested to see what winter looks like. It's probably just going to be gray and muddy. I don't know. It's different here in California. It's not as cold. So yeah, it's about 60 degrees. It was cloudy. There was some sunshine. So that was nice coming into or out of the airport and seeing the sun, because it hasn't been that nice at our house. But anyway, I have made it. Those are my plans for this trip out west and for this video. So we'll see. I'm gonna try on my clothes that I had purchased last time I was here and left here, so I didn't have to have a carry-on bag or anything, and hopefully they still fit. I'm gonna do a little fashion show for you, I think. Let me know what you think of my outfits. All right, let me get to that fashion show. Just opened my suitcase up. I was pleasantly surprised to see I did buy myself toiletries, so that's good. I was afraid I didn't last time because I couldn't quite remember, but I've got everything I need in here, so it's great. Now I'm just gonna check to see that everything still fits. Hopefully it does. And it was really great not having to carry anything, not having to check anything, not having to worry about luggage at all. It was fantastic. And I'm definitely going to continue doing this. I got these pants, so they do fit. They are kind of interesting. They're not really a style I would normally choose, so that's neat. But they fit. I did just eat an entire bowl of faux noodle soup though, so I'm pretty full right now. Hopefully in the morning this will fit better, but I did get it to button, so that's the important part really. But this is outfit number 1. The other fun thing about packing this and then not seeing it for basically 3 months is that it's all a new surprise to me. It's all like, oh hey, new outfits that I've never worn before. It's a little bit more casual. It's just a long sleeve t-shirt, Calvin Klein across it, with the same jeans. So this is just a casual kind of thing. Just walking around the office, no big meetings. Same jeans, again, kind of a casual outfit, but still, you know, business casual enough. It's got a collar, got the sleeves that roll up. So outfit number 3. Definitely not normally a style I would wear with like the gold and stuff, but it's fine. It looks nice, I think. And I really love these pants. I think whenever I was trying them on, they were a little too tight. And then I was like, well, by the time I come back in January, I will have definitely lost weight. I've lost 3 pounds and it's still a little tight, so no change there. But yeah, I really like these pants. So the next 2 outfits are going to be a little bit more dressy. So if I have meetings or something important to go to, I'm going to wear those. So this is outfit number 4. Okay, this is outfit number 5. So I have a whole week's worth of work clothing to wear while I'm here, and then next week while I'm in Oregon too. I'm only here in Fremont for 3 days this time, so I'm good on outfits. And then I'm going to take my luggage with me to Oregon, so that's a full week, and I'll have these outfits to wear there, and then I'm probably going to wash them and then mail them back to Fremont instead of taking them home with me. Or maybe I'll take them home with me. I haven't decided yet, but here's outfit number 5. Same pants, different top. It makes an outfit. I like this shirt. I'm glad that everything still fits me well enough to where, you know, I can sit comfortably. For after work, I have my activewear shirt that I wore on the plane and yoga pants. So I purchased these and they stay in my suitcase that I leave here. So after work, I'll either wear the jeans that I wore on the plane or these yoga pants, or I actually have another pair of like hiking pants that I could wear too. So depending on what the weather's like, I can use those for after work. And there's no shortage of shopping areas here. So if I'm sick of something that I have now, I can just buy new and switch it out and take stuff home and leave it here. And I think it's a good plan. I like the no luggage travel. Okay, so that massive pavilion building is Google something. My coworkers suggested that I should go to the Google store. So that is where I'm going, I think. It appears to be in that really big, massive building. I'm not sure if that entire building is the Google store. I'm also not sure how confident I feel recording around there because it doesn't seem like a touristy place. It says it's an electronics store. But my coworkers said that they have the best tiramisu, so I'm not sure what that has to do with electronics or why the Google store would have that. But I'm gonna go in and check it out and hopefully record something interesting for you guys. I'm interested in it. It seems interesting. Maybe it's like a big IKEA or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out. Interesting fact for maybe lead designers, the roof has dragon scale solar on it. So that's pretty cool. All those up there are solar panels. On the entrance. case you're ever curious what a bathroom at Google looks like, this is in the cafeteria area. They use recycled water, so it's slightly dirty, but it's actually clean. I just wouldn't drink it. It's like a weird, perpetually springtime here. I'm going on a hike to the top of this hill, which they call the Vista Slope. It says it's closed on this sign, but oh, amphitheater events. There are no amphitheater events, so I'm gonna continue on my way. This is the sunset view so far. I'm gonna continue up the hill. Alright, so I just ate my dinner. Now I am getting some exercise by going on a little hike up these hills here. There's like a big amphitheater right there. It has a big fence that looks like it's got like a Jurassic Park dinosaur in it or something. But it's just an amphitheater. There's the bridge way in the distance there. That's where I ate my dinner, down there in the Google cafeteria, I guess. But this whole thing is the Google complex, Google campus, I guess. It's crazy. It's huge because, like, not only is there that one big pavilion, there's like 2 more over there. So I don't even know what those buildings are. Maybe I'll look on Google and figure it out, and I'll post it here if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'm gonna continue hiking up to the viewpoint so I can get a good look of the bay and the bridge and everything. And then I'll go back to my hotel room. And this was my little mini adventure for after work Thursday. I'll probably go somewhere else tomorrow after work. It's a little bit more naturey, maybe a little bit longer of a hike, but it does get dark soon. So, what time is it? Oh, my watch says 8:50. I'm like, what? It's not 8:50. So that's still on East Coast time. So that means it is 5:50 here, and it's getting pretty dark already. But short hike. So today, no big deal. Tomorrow I might leave work a little bit early. I start work at like 4 in the morning here because I am still on East Coast time. And maybe go to like the John Muir Trail or something like that. This is really pretty up here. Let me show you. It's a little bit foggy down in all the little valleys everywhere. A little 360 view for you. I'm gonna continue down the hill and turn back around and then go down to the parking lot down there, which is where my car is. Right, I made it safely back to my hotel room, as you can see. On the way back from the Google store, I stopped at Ross again because it's like almost literally across the street from my hotel. So I got a dress and a sweater just to add to my luggage of clothes I'm gonna leave here. Figured if anybody invites me anywhere to do something outside of work, I could wear a dress and maybe dress up a little bit. So that was fun. So my Google store review is that it is just a phone store. Like any other phone store. It's got their phones and their watches and Fitbits. Google makes Fitbit, which I have a Fitbit, so that was kind of cool to see a few options in there. And then they had a little gift shop area where I did buy my son a gift for him that I thought was really significant for him. It's not a significant gift. I only spent like $30 on it. My friends probably could have 3D printed it for me for free, but it's sentimental, and I'll show it to you at the end what I got him. It's pretty cute. He told me about it when he was like 8 years old, so he is the reason why I know of this thing, and so I got it for him. So yeah, so the Google store is just a normal phone store. It's not even all that big. And then the, I forget what they were calling it, but the cafeteria that was next to it, the food was pretty good, like a butternut squash. The tiramisu was good. It wasn't like the best I've ever had. And then I had a matcha latte, and that was pretty tasty. And that was my dinner for today. And then I went on my hike. I'm trying to break in these boots. Here, let me show you. So yeah, last time I was here, Ross's had a whole bunch of Doc Martens available. So I got these. They are pretty cool. They are considered safety shoes because their soles are like slip resistant and everything. But I think they mean safety shoes like if you're working in a restaurant or something. So they don't have steel-toed shoes. So I have to eventually buy a pair of steel-toed boots or shoes. So I was thinking about stopping at Red Wing. There's a store like 10 minutes from here, a shoe store for Red Wing shoes, and they are pretty comfortable. So I was trying to break these in today because I'm going to be wearing them basically all next week. But yeah, so I walked over 10,000 steps today, and I have like blisters on my heels from trying to break these in. They are pretty comfortable, but sometimes I'm not sure if it's how I'm sitting. They make my toes fall asleep. I think it's because the top is like pressing down on the top of my foot. I don't know. It's weird, but I like them. They look pretty cool, pretty chunky and big. They're comfortable when I'm walking. It's just whenever I'm sitting, they make my toes go numb sometimes, so that's kind of strange. Anyway, hopefully I'll get those broken in and I can wear them when I don't need steel toe because they're nice shoes and I spent money on them, so I want to use them. And yeah, that is basically my day. So like I was saying in the car earlier, I think it was, tomorrow I do want to go on like a really nice nature hike kind of thing, experience some of the Bay Area nature. The Google place was cool, like that whole campus. They have a lot of outdoorsy trails and like activities and bike riding paths and stuff to do. I saw a whole lot of Waymos, the self-driving cars, like outside of the Google store. There's literally like 5 of them. They just like come and go and pick people up. So that was pretty neat. I saw a Wago van that was pretty cool looking. It was all electric and like really futuristic. I felt really out of place on the whole campus though, because it was just like some weird futuristic green utopia of buildings and self-driving cars. So it was kind of weird, like even going in to order my food in the little cafeteria. It was still just like a cafeteria, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be some weird high-tech thing that I had to do. There wasn't. I just asked the person, took my order for the food that I wanted and the drink that I wanted, and then I picked it up. But it was kind of cool to see how green the building was, like with the recycled toilet water and everything. So it was neat experience. Definitely not like fun unless you're a really techie person, but it was cool to go check it out and see the architecture and stuff like that. So I enjoyed my evening. Stay tuned for tomorrow when I go on my after work adventure, another mini adventure. And then probably next episode is going to be when I leave here and go to Wilsonville, Oregon, which is like 10 minutes south of Portland. So definitely a separate episode. But thanks for continued watch my work trips. I hope you're enjoying it. Good night. I'm going to bed. For anybody who's curious to know, this is what the office setup, my office setup looks like here in California. This is the badging / visitor cube, but it's pretty awesome because it's got a window. So I sit here and work diligently until it's time to go home. Alright, well, unfortunately it got too dark to go and do anything after work today. I did go and get some steel-toed boots, though, for work next week in the manufacturing plant for my training. And I actually had to go to 2 different places. So I went to Red Wing, and they didn't have anything. And then I went to Beck's Shoes. They actually had 1 pair of men's size 8, which is technically too big for me, but they look a little on the small side. So they actually fit pretty well, and I think they are a pair of kick-ass boots, and I was excited that they were the last pair and that the size 8 fit me. And I bought them. So that was fun. And the shoe lady was like, they're not in your size. I was like, I don't care. I just want to try them on. What size anyway? Because I guess I'm technically in a 6.5 in men's, and these boots were an 8 in men's, but they fit more comfortable actually, even though they are a bit bigger, but they weren't as stiff. And they have like a really nice heel, and instead of like 6-inch boots, they're like, I don't know, 9-inch or 8-inch boots or something like that, so they look pretty cool. So I'm excited. I finally got my steel toe work boots for work that meet our safety requirements for climbing ladders too. So, and then I couldn't decide on what I wanted for dinner, so I got Wingstop. Yay! So I'm going to eat and then go to bed and then hit the road tomorrow for a really cool adventure up to Oregon. Alright, I'm supposed to be sending Snapchats while I'm at this really cool lighthouse, but my phone didn't work, so I'm gonna take a video and send it in Snapchat so you guys can see what I'm seeing. First of all, it may look like nothing, but that's because I'm standing on a lighthouse. And this is the view. I walked down 313 stairs to get here. And that means I gotta walk up 313 to get back. Back up into the clouds. And this is the inside of the oldest lighthouse that's never been moved and has all of its original parts and still works 100%. This was built in Paris in 1867.